I'll never forget that day and the way that I first saw you. It was a cold day in May as I stood there in that bus queue. Hair in a mess, life full of stress, not sure if I could afford the ticket. I stepped on board, 90p short, I must told the conductor where to stick it. Then a voice spoke from behind and offered to pay the difference. I looked around and there you stood in all your magnificence. Embarrassed I said no, but you just wouldn't take my answer. I looked you up and down, you had a body like a dancer. Awkwardly I gazed at you, you just looked back at me and smiled. Paid the man his money and walked off down the bus's aisle. I didn't know where to put myself, I just slowly sat on down, thinking what I thought I was and how you thought I was a clown. I peeked over my shoulder because it seemed like some kind of dream, and there you were like an angel reading your glossy magazine. Your long brown hair swept across your face like the frame to a perfect picture. My heart was beating so fast, I swear it was off the Richter. How could I ever say thanks to you when I could barely speak? Knowing me, I'd just stutter and you'd think I was a geek. I stared back at the floor and wished that it would eat me up. Then something dawned on me, despite all my bad luck. This could have been a sign, maybe we were just meant to meet. Adrenaline rushed through me, my heart skipped another beat. I spinned around 180, turned round to you face to face. You didn't notice me at first, then your eyes lifted from the page and I said,
"Excuse me miss, I think that you are perfect and I'd like to spend some time with you. And if you wish, I promise I am worth it, every word that I say is true. What can I do to get your number and one day call you my girl? You're so fine that it's no wonder that you're the queen of my world, of my world."
Silence as she looked into my eyes. I had that sinking feeling, not knowing what could arise. Seconds seemed like hours as the bus turned another corner. Had she made up her mind, or was it the answer that had torn her? She put down her mag, softly spoke, it echoed through my brain. "Well, as I don't really know you, we could start off with your name." I introduced myself as my cheeks turned a brighter shade of red. I'm amazed she'd even speak to me with this mess upon my head. My appearance was dishevelled, hers was a thing of beauty. And here we were conversing, and she barely even knew me. Vibrating in my pocket, off went my mobile phone. My shame started to rocket, cause it was a bloody awful ringtone. I knew I should have changed it, how could I let it be? But her face lit up and she said, "Can you Bluetooth it to me?" We both just laughed, it seemed like I'd known her forever. And as the minutes passed, I wished that we were together, so I said,
"Excuse me miss, I think that you are perfect and I'd like to spend some time with you. And if you wish, I promise I am worth it, every word that I say is true. What can I do to get your number and one day call you my girl? You're so fine that it's no wonder that you're the queen of my world, of my world."
Conversation floated through the air like a feather on the wind. Anxiousness in my stomach where my hopes were all pinned. Everything seemed to go slow-mo, passengers did not exist. And this is where my story took yet another twist, because she leaned in towards me, her nose was touching mine. Could not believe what was before me as her radiance really shined. She ran her fingers through my hair, then gently touched my lips. She pulled me in even closer and we started to kiss. And I thought,
"Excuse me miss, I think that you are perfect and I'd like to spend some time with you. And if you wish, I promise I am worth it, every word that I say is true. What can I do to get your number and one day call you my girl? You're so fine that it's no wonder that you're the queen of my world, of my world." "Excuse me miss, I think that you are perfect and I'd like to spend some time with you. And if you wish, I promise I am worth it, every word that I say is true. What can I do to get your number and one day call you my girl? You're so fine that it's no wonder that you're the queen of my world, of my world."